Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. I'm here to chat with you a little bit about what we will be doing in language and literature this week. Do you notice I'm wearing a leather jacket? I noticed that in the book we're reading, the leather jackets and the denim clothes have some significance to the teenagers at that time. And I think it's kind of weird, but I'm going to tell you that I bought this leather jacket when I was a teenager. And yet today, I wouldn't think that any of you would be eagerly anticipating buying your first leather jacket. So this week, we're going to revisit the main event of the book, which is the Rumble. And I'm going to ask you to go back and annotate the section about the Rumble today. And I'm also going to ask you to look at the short story, The Fight, which is a setting, in case you didn't understand, that it's in California in about the 1980s when we kind of had what we called our skateboard culture. And both of these parts have fights. And I want you to think about why there is a certain value on fights with teenagers in that time period. And then this week, I'm going to have you extend that into looking at the Rumble a little more closely with me during a live session on Wednesday. So I really encourage you to come to that and practice your discussion skills because you're going to need those for the summative assessment. And then on Thursday, I'm going to ask you to do a short written piece. And what I'm looking for you to do here is I'm looking for you to connect with the book at this point. I want you to think about how would you resolve a conflict? How would you resolve a group conflict? I don't know that organized fist fights are the way that we still go, and I'm curious what you have to say about that. I'm also curious in this conversation of what we value that we wear. What do you value? I know you don't have a leather jacket, but what do you wear and you actually think, okay, this is pretty cool, and other teenagers value this? And then the last thing we're going to think about is what kind of pressures are on you as a teenager? As we read this book and we're seeing the kinds of things that led to having a rumble or a fight, what pressures are on you and how would you resolve those conflicts? So we've still got a lot going on this week with The Outsiders. You will have your regular MemBean training as well. And I look forward to seeing what you have to say in the live sessions on Wednesday. And so with that, there's only one more thing to say.